It's
Are we
coming.
live?
There we are. Yep.
Okay,
There
tell
we
me.
are.
Hello.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good. Very good. So Loretta's doing sort of a first live here
I,
with another person, and I'm
yeah.
just here to support her.
Aley. Thank you. I don't see that. I know this is totally foreign to me. Let me see if I can bring the comments up. Live viewer
Just click
comments.
just click the box. There's nobody here right now, from what I see,
Yeah.
but that's
Okay.
okay. They'll
Okay.
be in. They'll be
All
in.
right. Yeah, I got it there. And oh,
Yeah, this
Hypnicity
this.
showed up. Hi. Wonderful.
I know another Washington State lady. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's beautiful
Thanks for
here.
coming, Hypnicity.
Yeah.
I
And
miss Jessica
oh, Jessica.
Lynn.
Hi,
Yeah.
Jessica. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad. All right. We're going to have a couple anyway. I did a live a few days ago just on the spur, Spirit says,
Yeah.
jump. And Annie Bear came on.
Oh, good.
Great.
Good.
So
Yeah.
we just jabbered John. Oh, hi,
Uh-huh.
Kim.
Yeah.
Amanda, thank you for
Yeah.
being here. Chioko,
Chioko. Yeah.
thank you. That's
So
wonderful.
we are simulcasting. This is Loretta's show. It's
Yeah.
simulcasting on my channel, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
And today, or very much around today, is a celebration for Loretta.
Yeah.
1 year. One
Yeah.
year is Mother's Tarot.
1 year,
Congratulations.
Mother's Terrell. Hi, Strawberry Rhubarb. Thanks for coming, Christine, Lisa, Teresa.
Teresa. Yeah.
Oh, hi. That's wonderful.
Akila. Hi, everybody. It's good to see
Yeah.
you. It's good to see you. Thanks
Yeah.
for being here and supporting Loretta on her
Thank you so
venture
much.
into a live.
I know. This is my first hosting, so
Huh?
I tried
Yeah,
to
you're
put
doing fine.
Hi,
Yeah, this
Terry.
Terry. Yeah. And thanks everybody for coming along.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I love
So
that.
yes, and congratulations to Loretta. 1 year is a wonderful milestone.
It is a milestone, yeah.
Yes, it is, and we're so glad that you're part of this community because you've got a lot to share, and it's beautiful. So thank you for being here.
I have a lot of times where I think, do I really, it's like I don't really feel like I fit in. It's like I'm some kind of nut from another tree that's hanging out.
No, I can assure you we're all nuts, and we're all nuts from different trees. So you're fine. You fit right in.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do a follow-up on Disclosure 2.0 that we did at the beginning of the month. I was talking to Aley before we come on live, and I wanted to look at the players out there, at the head of the pack in the UFO game, and what is happening is they are acknowledging that we are in a paradigm shift that's in progress, and but they are not. Nobody's talking about Dr. Stephen Greer 2.0 disclosure and what he has done, in all levels of our government to push this out. There is no credit.
What, 30 something years, right?
Yeah,
34 years.
Yeah. And so anyway, and I'm a little bothered by that, and but we'll see, because it is happening. They are talking, even though they're not mentioning his name at all.
Right.
And thank you, Lisa. I fit in. But,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. And I was telling Aley about Greg Braden. He had a show with John L. Peterson with the Arlington Institute, and they were discussing the disclosure effect. So I'm thinking, that would probably be like an accepted topic that starts coming out. And also I wanted to share. Do you think it's time to share this now with my
You do whenever. It's your show, sweetheart. You do whatever you want.
I'm going to share this. This was on the 26th. I came across this, and I have been getting hits on this for years. and the details have been coming in bit by bit. And when I heard this message from, it was Erlam, and Erlam is a Palladian who is channeling through a gal by the name of Melissa Gates Perry. And I listened to her, and I listened to what Erlam had to say. So I wanted to give everybody the messages that is coming through from the Palladians through Erlam.
Okay.
He says, Palladians have been cleaning house. In 2006, the Greys left Earth. And in 2021, 80% of the reptilians had departed from the planet. These otherworldly beings who have hurt mankind were delivered an ultimatum by the Palladians on behalf of the Father of all the cosmos, our Creator. Earthlings are and will continue to be protected by the Palladians. This mission is the desire of the Father of all the cosmos for his children, us Earthlings. The negative players of Earth are leaving on every level. It's both a wonderful and a challenging time to be on the planet Earth. The past 40 to 50 years, many of our leaders were in the mask of reptilians, creating species. Reptilians are not supposed to create new species without the creator of the cosmos' permission, which they did not have. The reptilians denied Earthlings the knowledge we have a soul. Reptilians did not want us to know how powerful our souls are. Palladians have been here on Earth through 18 human evolutions. There have been 22. Homo sapiens sapiens, us, are the 22nd prototype.
Okay.
Erlam, a Palladian channeling through Melissa Gates Perry, Erlam advises Earthlings, at some moment each day, ask yourself, how am I going to show up for each day? Also ask yourself, how am I making people feel? The darkest points of history have already happened. Fear not. That is the message from Erlam. So I thought that was really, it was.
Yes, it is. And I was telling Loretta this morning, I had pulled this card. I talked about it in the last show I was on. Courage, wish upon a star and release all limiting beliefs.
Yes.
So yes, I think that aligns very perfectly with the Palladian message, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Absolutely, it does. You know, we have nothing to fear, nothing at all.
No.
And
that's for sure.
I was telling Aley, and I wanted to share all that with you, that The Lost Century premieres, I think it's July 9th in California. It could be 8th. So if you're in California, it's only $10 for the ticket. And Billy Carson with Forbidden Knowledge will be there. He's a great supporter of Dr. Greer's. And let's see. Yeah. And I think that
Are they going to live stream that? Or do you think they will live stream it, or do you have to be there in person?
Well, I think it's like a show or something.
A show that people can go. Oh, sure.
Big old movie theater or something. I think it's probably what it is. I'm sure the details are on Dr. Stephen Greer's
website
or website. Yeah. And his website is SiriusDisclosure.com. It's spelled SIRIUS.
Yeah.
Disclosure.com.
Yeah.
So
we've got Billy Carson, who's wonderful. We've got Linda Moulton Howe, who's wonderful. Yeah, we do. Yeah. But I agree with you. I feel like the Disclosure 2.0 was buried in the news of the day, which was all about Trump's trial and so on and so forth. And I didn't know if they were really doing anything about it. Yeah. And then I did notice that actually Josh Hawley said something about it, which shocked me. And so did Marco Rubio. I know the two Republicans. The Senate are working, talking with these people now. And I don't know, they kind of think maybe this is true.
This is going to go. Oh, shoot. Dang, that's what I was. I forgot. But yes, in fact, Dr. Greer put out a video that the language in the bill, that's what they're adjusting right now. is the language in the bill, because in order for this to fly like it needs to, we need amnesty for those that were, deep into this and did some really bad things. But, they're willing to flip, and what'll happen is the 0 point energy, because everything we do has got to change. It has.
It does.
The petro dollar has got to go down. And so anyway.
So Tom T. Moore was just on Dr. Greer's show. I don't know if you know who Tom T. Moore is.
Yeah, I do.
He has a channel here. Yeah, that's what Terry said. Yeah. We'll have to check it out, Terry. Thank you. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah,
thank you. All right.
There's a lot of people that, like myself, it isn't the top thing that I talk about on shows.
Yeah.
But it's important to me. And I agree with you that, you know what I think is going to happen? And I hate to say this. He's going to be lauded as one of the best historical people of our time, Dr. Greer. But it may not happen till after he's dead.
Well, yeah.
Don't you know that happens all the time?
That's the way it goes, though, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
But that's okay, because, he's doing it for the children and his grandchildren and all of us and all of our children and so forth. So it's wonderful. Okay. Bear with me. So I'm not real good at doing
Nope, and that's why I'm taking care of that.
So glad. I'm so glad.
Oh, okay. So Tom T. Moore was on Linda's channel. You know who Linda Grindle is? I think I've told you.
Yeah.
That's
where I've seen him.
Okay. All right. Good. So I'll get rid of that. Thank you, everybody, for telling me, so I can check that out too.
Yeah, awesome. I will. He's cool. So.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, if anybody has any questions, put them in caps. So, help us find them. And, if you've got any questions, it doesn't matter if it's ET related or whatever.
Right, anything. And again, those of you who stepped in a little bit late, we are doing a little celebrating because this is Loretta's 1-year anniversary of her channel. And so, I'm happy to be here with her today. That's great. And, I have to say, Linda, I have to say, Loretta, that we all go through the I don't care how long we've been on. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I really? We all go through it. I don't care who we are.
I really fit in. Do I really belong? Am I?
So I don't want you to think you're alone, but you do fit in. You are one of us, and we love you dearly. So there you go. What was that other question that you were going to talk about? I forget now. That was on. Go ahead and do that.
From our first program about disclosure, one of the people in the chat, one of the ladies, and I'm sorry to bring the name and the note with me, asked about Linda Moulton Howe reporting, or from her information, says that the World War II was a war of the ETs, the extraterrestrials. And so, I've thought about this a lot. And then when this message from the Palladian Airlam came out, I thought, well, yeah, you could, I would see all of our wars as being based, in the reptilians, because they are the overlords, and they are, they're the puppet masters of all that happens, and
that's really what Greer says. Greer says that, just like if you get a chance to watch The Lost Century, it explains an awful lot of stuff. It really does. And how we have been lied to, and how there are things that we haven't been told, or that have been bought up, and people that have been silenced. And it's kind of a sad situation.
It was probably about 35 years ago, when I can remember kind of standing still and looking back through time and history and thinking something really is not copacetic going on here. Because if you think about it, the Model T came out in 1908. 115 years ago. First flight was in 1903 by the Wright brothers, 120 years ago. And you figure that Homo sapiens sapiens, what, it's been 7,000 years that we've been present, and then the Homo sapiens were 200,000 years ago. And how we got from that to, shifting, like you're using race car gears, shifting for, it just, so yeah, we do have off-world, reptilian overlords. That's what we got. That's what we got running the show,
Wow.
So,
That makes it difficult.
Yeah.
So we do have, let's see, we have a couple of, I just want to mention this only because one of our own here on YouTube was assaulted last night as she was walking her dog in Las Vegas. And she's got brain injury now. She's in the hospital, and her name is Tanya, and her show is Tea Time with Tanya Stingley. And so I want to send out lots of love and light to Tanya. If anybody can help her out.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, that's what this community is the very best for. So
yes. Oh my God, that's terrible.
I know. Yeah. And Celtic Seer says that Neptune has gone retrograde, so expect to be dealing with crossed wires regarding communication and confusion, and have patience.
Yeah.
There you go.
And isn't Venus going retrograde for a little while?
Yes, it is.
It
is too. Yeah, it has been, I believe. Yeah. So yes, my count. I'm very fortunate. I've had 4,444 subscribers for a while now. I know. Can you?
So
what can you do? And every time it goes up, it brings me back to 4,444. So the angels are playing a little game with me, but I'm all right with that.
That's so cool.
I'm all right. I know. Isn't that cool?
Neat.
It is cool. Yeah. Oh, she has a PayPal link on her channel. Thanks, Terry.
Okay,
thanks. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Good. So here we do have a question. Any info on the Black Knight satellite? Have you heard of that?
It is real, yes. And if you check out Forbidden Knowledge, because it's the number 4 and then Bidden Knowledge. This is
Billy Carson.
Billy Carson, yeah. He did a movie on the Black Knight satellite. He did. And you can see that. And he has many videos. He's talked about the Black Knight satellite. Yes, it is real. Absolutely real. And I believe it has been up there for eons. It comes from, if I remember correctly, it comes from a time before, So
you're saying it's ET in origin, and it's nothing we did?
No, it's nothing we did. You know? I don't remember exactly how long, but Billy Carson, he's the one you need to go to because he's up on that. He is up on it big time.
Yeah. Yep. I, for some reason, thought Billy Carson, I saw a picture of him and he was like 25, and I thought that's how old he was, but he's not. He's older than that.
No, I think he's coming up on 40 or something. But, he's just, and he started studying aerospace when he was 7 years old. Because he saw an ET in the air, and he knew, because he lived near an airport, that wasn't an airplane.
Sure.
So he delved into that, and at the libraries and schools, and he's got a photographic memory. Right. So, he's a wealth of memories.
Yes, he is. Yes. Yeah. So, 13,000 years, that would put us back. When was Atlantis Lemuria? When was that?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't either, but it's almost as though if you're watching any of these shows that talk about, the lost world of Atlantis or how it was destroyed because people had to go.
It's 13,000 years.
Yeah, 13. Yeah. But I'm just wondering if it was that technology of the time that they ended up destroying. So it technically could have been from that time period.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just making conjecture.
Yeah, and Billy Carson theorizes that Atlantis, that was all over the planet.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. And I believe this somebody else said that too. Yes. Yeah. Somebody else said that there's bits of it all over the planet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Exactly.
Cool.
Who who are walk-ins.
Okay, well, let me click
Oh,
that
wait a minute.
one.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Into live reading. Not sure about that.
Where is that one? Do you have a time on it?
It's at 1:20 p.m.
All right.
Aaron O'Nugget.
Oh, Aaron. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll answer it.
I couldn't figure out the star thing. Okay, great.
The star thing is you. Yeah, then you don't lose it. And then when you click in the middle of the page, it brings it over here, and then you click on it again, it hides it. So, yeah, you'll learn it all, Loretta. It just takes time.
Happen.
Yeah, it will.
Thank you.
Good morning, Flora from Australia. How's tomorrow? How's tomorrow?
It is there tomorrow. Good morning.
It is. Yeah. It's already July over there.
This is a hypnicity.
When should I venture into live readings? Not sure about running a channel. We're getting more and more people that are going to be doing it.
Yeah.
We are.
You know, and I got Divine Time Oracle deck, so.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to break it out here.
Break it out. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what it gets.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. All right, so let me give you what I got. I got freedom, and you know that you're free to do it whenever you feel ready. Sometimes you have to do it before you feel ready. I know that sounds silly, but in other words, move into whatever fear or confusion that you might have about it. Even this for Loretta is all new today, and she's been doing this for a year. So it's just moving into the fear and getting rid of the fear. Yeah.
You're going to have some butterflies. It's okay.
It's okay. Vision, you got the vision right there in your hands. So you should do it whenever you feel compelled to do it, because you can manifest it at any time from this point on. Yeah. And I would say when I first started reading cards, which was not why I came here to this, because I wasn't reading cards before I came to get my channel. And once I started, I thought, I'm going to try to read some cards. And I just felt more comfortable with oracle cards. I know a lot of people like tarot, but it just you get more and more comfortable with it as you go along.
Yeah, you really do. Yeah. I got for my Divine Time, I got time has been delayed, and then I pulled the next second one. It says, trust that it will happen when the time is right. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got stop focusing on time frames.
There you go. Yes, Hypnicity's real name is Nalani, which is Hawaiian.
Oh,
it's a beautiful name.
Yeah.
But you know, Nalani, you had to get your work done in your house, I believe, and that's coming along. And so now you probably have the ability to go ahead and do it, you know, once you get because you have to, the only thing you really need is a quiet place to work, you know?
Yeah. And also you start feeling that movement inside of you, you know? The spirits will let you know it's time to, to do it.
Yep. And you know what they say, take a leap.
Yeah.
Safety net. Then you got angels and guides on your side, and so they're there to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh.
Yes, Jill, I did know 444 is an angel number. That's why I feel so lucky. That was the amount of people that I had.
Oh, yeah.
So we got Aaron. I know a little bit about walk-ins. Actually, Ruth Montgomery back in the 60s. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. It's exactly where I got my information at first.
Yeah. My mom was reading it, and my mom believed all of it. It was wonderful. Now that I think back on it, you know, it was all before its time. But she says that when a soul is not making any progress or feeling as though this isn't where they need to be or whatever it is, that they sort of manifest, they want to leave, but why waste a good vessel? And so what happens is another soul that comes into that vessel. And so you'll see people and you'll notice, wow, that person's really different. you know. And it's probably because there's a different soul. My chiropractor that I had back in the 90s, he was a walk-in. He had been a mechanic, and he had been in a horrible accident, a horrible bad motorcycle accident. And he came out of that accident and he decided he was going to be a chiropractor. So I went back to school, and I mean, that wasn't who he was. He was one of those leather jacket guys, you know.
And I've heard of those people where just they really have had enough and just have to leave. Have to leave. And
without killing themselves.
And the walk-ins will come in.
Oh, Starfish, you've met a walk-in. That's cool. That's well, it's like me with my chiropractor. Yeah. I love it. He was a cool guy. That's good, Hypnicity. I'm glad you're doing practice sessions. That's good.
Oh, good. Yeah. I just I did a reading last night for a young gal because I just posted, if you want a reading, no charge right now, just, And the young lady she was looking at being a midwife. Delivering babies, and it was just a fantastic reading, and I got a glowing review, and she was just so happy, and I think it was really neat,
I bet.
That's what's so cool about doing readings. My God, the warmth and the love that you get, because you really did something good in somebody's life. That's great.
Yep.
Sorry to unsolve the mysteries.
You're so funny, Erin. My daughter's 46, and the song would come on for the old Unsolved Mystery show. And she'd have to go up to her room. She was scared to death. She didn't want to.
That's funny. Yeah.
I know. Oh. You wanted a walk-in even back then. Let's see what it says. Ooh.
Oh, you saw it on Unsolved Mystery.
Wow, I like this card. The first card I got is the Halls of a Mentee Initiation, Secrets Revealed, Treasures Uncovered, and Initiations. Isn't that gorgeous?
Let's see. Oh, what should I use?
And then I get, it's an angelic frequency. That makes sense. So I think the people that come through bring in, I wouldn't think a bad person could make a jump like that. I think they're pretty much really good and kind people. Yeah.
I don't think when there's walk-ins that there's any kind of bad people that come in.
I don't think so either. Yeah. Jenny said she's met a walk-in and now the woman speaks light language and she's a healer. So that makes a lot of sense. It's just like these people that, I don't want to start from scratch. Can I come in when you're like 40, Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you get some cards on it?
Just beneath, uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, walk-ins it's interesting. I've heard others speak about it too. Yeah. So, anyway.
What was your first jump into spirituality? Was it with the UFO community, or was it something else?
Well, I considered, since I was a kid, I think it's when I was 6, and the voice in my left ear says that's a lie, and I'm sitting in catechism, first grade, and I totally believed, and it's not that the teacher meant to lie to me. The teacher was just telling me what
they knew.
She had knew
or thought they knew,
but that it wasn't true, and so. I had to continue on and, and I learned what they were saying and stuff, but I knew it wasn't right,
So when I was in 6th grade, I remember I could see these dots in front of my eyes. I could see them. They were just a bunch of dots everywhere. And I started to count them. I don't know why. And somebody asked me what I was doing, and I said I was counting molecules because I don't know what they are.
Yeah, that's me too.
And so I tell my mother when I got home, don't do that. Don't. She said, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And the other thing I did in 6th grade was they asked me who I would love to meet if I could meet anybody. And I said, I'd like to meet Abraham Lincoln. And all the kids laughed, ha, 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 because he's dead. And don't you know he's dead and all that. But see, my mind was that way for a very long time before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do understand. I would understand.
Yeah.
Sharon also.
The priest, I know. Yeah, exactly. Strawberry, exactly. You know, but we had to walk through that to prepare us for now.
Yeah. So definitely. Yeah, and that may have we may have been, if we brought that up, we probably would have gotten in trouble. So that's why we didn't bring it up, and that's why we probably suppressed things that could have grown had we known that it was all right. Now, my mother wasn't against it. She just knew that it wouldn't be beneficial for me to be singled out as the weirdo, I think.
I thought, and when I was, this is before I started school, I grew up in Dingleberry land. And anyway, when we were going to get a water, a well, my mother's dad, my grandpa, this was the most magical thing I'd ever seen. He came out and witched the well.
Did he douse? Did he do the dowsing rod?
We call it dowsing. Back then it was witching wells.
Okay.
And he picked the willow switch, because it's got a stem and then it forks.
Yeah.
Off of the property. I mean, he didn't bring no toys with him. He just went out and picked up and come out and he stood there and he held it in a specific way and he stood real still and he did, what he did to connect to he was an awesome man. Wow. And then he slowly started walking and I seen that stick and I thought, oh my God, I can do this. I didn't know what he was doing, but I know. Magic to do that too. It's crazy, but
So Grandpa was a wizard, a wizard with his stick.
A Roman Catholic wizard. He really was. But he was one of these. He was one of these men people talked about him, and they say he's never met a stranger. Never.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, he was. And he went around the county and helped people with their animals when it was time to harvest them and butcher them, because that's what he did. And, he was a spectacular man. Oops.
So wait a minute, I wanted you to see what she said, that her well was witched by an eye. She's up on
Island Old Timer.
Yeah, she's up on Salt Spring Island in BC, so she's not far from us.
Okay, I know where the cluster is up there. Yeah.
And
oh wow.
Yeah. So isn't that amazing? She understands exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. We had great water pressure and we had the best water. The best. Clean. So it was really cool.
Sonia, thanks for subscribing to Loretta's channel. That's very good.
Oh,
thank you, dear.
Yes. Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah. Hypnicity used to see spots before her eyes and had an interest in Lincoln. Oh my God. We're just sisters from another mister here.
Yeah.
I also would do this show, Sharon. I would sit, not in a tree, but I'd sit with my friends, pondering the universe. We could not possibly be the only ones. But you know what else I did? I think it was in 1964. We were told the world was going to end at 3:00. And we had church bells. And so we sat around waiting for the world to end. And of course, 3:00 church bells went off and we're all kind of like, oh,
yes. I know, we're still there. Yeah. All the time. But that's how they control you, with fear, Yes. So that's crazy, I know.
Yeah. Oh, hypnicity. I haven't thought about things like that in years either, but it's when somebody brings something up that triggers the memory. And then I find I'm not the only one. There's somebody else that usually has something similar.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Sonia, maybe you do see spots. I don't know what the spots were. I don't know why they were what they were.
One of my favorite places on Dingleberry Land to go is on the upper 5 in the back. We had a pond, so we had pollywogs and all that good stuff. Well, then the lower 5 at just beyond the fence line, we had a big, huge granite rock. Now this thing was about 6 feet tall, and I estimate, 7, 8 feet in diameter, and it had a pretty smooth top. It was incredible, and then it had this like little goat trail, that you see. It's just a ledge, and we get our toe on it and get our fingers and get up there. And it was so cool just to go up there and lay and look up through the treetops at the sky, and it was
such an easier time for all of us. It really was. I was just saying yesterday, and I say it all the time, that I was just glad I grew up when I did. Very much so.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for mine.
So it sounds to me, Erin, when you say you heard your now favorite band for the first time, you felt the atmosphere separate you into different densities.
Ooh.
You were 12 and it was wild. That's like being, I call it at oneness with the universe. I had a similar experience on the top of a mountain in Switzerland when the Swiss Army went right over my head, 2 jets.
Wow.
And it was like I was part of the jet. I don't know how to explain it any other way. Yeah. Wow. So all of these things do make us who we are.
Yeah. And music can move you.
Sure can.
Really can. It does sure. mean. Yeah.
So East Dingleberry, is it a small town? It sounds
it is a small town in South Kitsap County.
Oh, and, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's Olalla is where I grew up.
Oh, okay.
And so in our piece of property, that's what I call it. I have christened that time frame Dingleberry Land because my dad, when you've got 7 kids 10 years apart and you got to get somebody's attention and you can't hit on their name. I'm sorry, you'll go through the whole line and you'll still miss it. So, so his name for us was Dingleberry,
Okay. You know what that really means, though, and I'm not going to tell you. Okay.
When I looked in 3 dictionaries over the years and did not find it, and finally later in life I found it. Yes, I know, but it's all with love,
I know.
Yeah, I mean, because
when I was a young girl, my father would call me doobies. He called me doobies all the time. Of course, doobies are doobies, but then sometimes he called me boobs. And he didn't mean it by that. And my friends would say, did he just call you boobs?
Yeah, but it don't mean that,
Yeah, it don't mean that. They didn't believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Kim, I see your question here. Will we ever go back to the calendar?
What do you...
Which calendar of which you speak? Are you talking about the Mayan calendar, which is over, right? Or the Georgian, or... Yeah.
The Julian calendar.
The Julian calendar?
Yeah. That's what came to mind for me.
Is that what we say the date backwards like they do in Europe? Is that the Julian calendar?
The Julian calendar, it's the actual, I can't even explain what the Julian calendar is. That's what they used in the old times, I thought. Before this monthly calendar was created. Yeah, you know how to do
the Julian date. The Julian dates are a continuous count of days and fractions since noon Universal Time on January 1st, 4713 BC. Okay. So if it was 21-001 represents the first day of the year 2021. So we would be 2023 and then whatever the date of the year this is. So it's been 6 months. So we'll just say like 180 or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't even know that. Is that what you're talking about? Kim, the Julian date? Okay. Yeah, Julian dates and health insurance. I believe that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, Sharon, that must have been great to go to a house party and dancing in ribbons of different colors. That's beautiful.
Ooh, that would be fun. So fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you used Julian dates and health insurance. Okay.
Okay, so she gave a sample here like this.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, the only countries that put the month first, followed by the date day, are the U.S. and Iran. The rest of them do the day and that's true. And when I teach, actually, we have a real hard time here because there's a format that you do in writing, because I teach writing. And I tell them they have to write the date. For instance, 30 June 2023. They have to do it that way.
Yeah.
And they never do it right. And I always mark them off because I tell them right from the get-go. But because we're so ingrained with doing it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a few different ways I think people use it. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never found that hard to do. It was just
I know.
Just programmed in, you know.
The only thing is when you're reading something and you don't know that it's in the UK or from another country, it could be a conceivable date. Like if you had 3/2 or 2/3, you know, then you think, oh, is that February or is that March? Yeah. So that, it is a little frustrating.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Right. Oh, she meant the lunar calendar. Oh. Well, if you hear Kim, let us know, honey. She might not be. Saw a fiery meteor falling once by where I live from home, about a half a block away.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I saw. That's how I saw a UFO, Sonia. It went over my head. So, wow.
And something that's been happening, I think the last 10 years, maybe a little bit more. Linda Moulton Howe, people have been coming to her about this. There are noises, like metallic noises, that are coming, you know, either radiating up to the earth or down from above. And the really crazy thing is that it might only affect one person on the block, or whatever, and you can hear it massively.
Well, all right, so how did you know? Because today I was sitting here, and remember, I have a tin roof now. It was replaced last year, and sometimes I'll hear and I know it's a squirrel running across or whatever. Yeah. Well, today it was a metallic sound. It wasn't real loud, but it was enough that I did hear it, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I thought maybe something fell on it, but I don't think so. No, so maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, and it's coming both from the earth and from the air. And the different sounds. Metallic is just one of them that they're reporting. So
I wonder if that also has to do with the Schumann resonance, because we've got all that energy coming, you know, and it's mostly in the earth, but you know, you also have some of the sunspot energy as well coming down.
Yeah. So I've been trying to go outside, take my shoes off and stand in it, you know, suck it up.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep, birds drop stuff too. Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
They do.
Do you know that actually it is good luck if a bird turds in your hair? And nobody wants to have a bird turd in their hair.
I've been blessed.
My mother's friend had it all the time. The birds would turd in her hair all the time. And she lived to be 99. So
yeah, she's very special.
Yeah. So you want to do a reading and see if if Dr. Greer will get noticed within the next.
He'll get accolades for his work before he dies.
Yeah.
Before he dies.
Let's see what that says. Yeah. And anybody else that has a question, we still have about 15 minutes or so. And so we are here for you.
Okay. I think I'm going to pull a tarot from
there you go.
Book of Shadows. Yeah. Well, he get recognition before he passes.
Wow. So I'm getting that it's fear people are feeling around Dr. Greer, and yeah. I feel like he's and you said this on the other show. You said he's got his material all over the world. That people can find whatever he needs them to find. But the fact that he has to live the way he has to live, kind of in fear, it may be that, and what he's telling us is fearful to some folks. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's not fearful.
But no, I don't think he's fearful. No. It's the fear of the other people. Fear from other people. Yeah.
Yeah, the population is fearful because of, the unknown. We've been
of the unknown. Right. And the movies they've watched all these years.
Yeah.
I think it's going to manifest for itself, though. It looks like it's bubbling up here. Mm-hmm. And I do see freedom coming. But I don't know if that means free. What's the ultimate freedom? Being released from the bounds of earth. Knowledge. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's knowledge.
Yeah. Well, that's very true. That's very true.
And
knowledge will set you free for sure.
Well, first up, I got the high priestess.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just. It's going to be good, but man, we're in a paradigm shift.
We are.
And look at the changes we've already had. In the last century, it's just been. Yeah, this is how people are going to want to see this. The 9 of Swords. People are covering their ears.
That's the fear.
Yeah, it sure is.
That's the fear. So people may even agree that it could be possible, but that also attacks their prior belief in divinity and in the world and what they know. And so it becomes a cognitive dissonance for them. So if they accept it, they have to accept that everything they've ever known about anything has probably not been true.
Yeah, and the Vatican has been working with the ministries around the world trying to get this shifted, and I don't think they're doing very. It's just not. Mm-hmm. It's not easy. It just isn't, and and so, but and then I get the death card.
That's what I meant. See, freedom, though, freedom.
Yeah,
it definitely will be okay. It will definitely be after his death. He'll get accolades, and like Martin Luther King and other people.
He will go down in history.
Yeah. He will, being the one that did all the work. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I agree.
That pushed the Congress, that pushed the House, that pushed the presidents. Yeah, all of it.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. So we do have 2 other questions here. So let's answer them. Brenda would love a message from her guides.
All right. I'm going to use the mystical wisdom.
All right. We love mystical wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, Rossi. I see it.
I have got seek knowledge. I got the knowledge card for Brenda.
Seek knowledge. You just got through saying how that is how knowledge is freedom.
It is. Yeah. It really is.
It is. Yeah. Oh, so I have a card called the Shadow and Light deck, and I really like it. It's got advise and listen. It's got both of them there because they're opposites of the coin. Yeah. You can advise people, you can give them advice, you can be kind to them and offer your opinion, but make sure you also listen to what they have to say. A lot of times we don't listen to understand, we listen to answer.
Mm-hmm.
And we think about what we're going to say, in other words.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just have to listen to understand. Yeah.
Sometimes, a lot of times it's harder to listen.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yep.
you really got to take it in.
Yep. Yep. That's true. All right. Celtic Seer, that's fine. We've got enough for today, though, everybody. We got about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. So Sharon was told by Dr. Gale, who I've told you about. She's the lady
I did check her out. I did.
You did. Good, good. That she works on a triangular aircraft at night. Will I ever remember flashes or memories of other people on the ship? Wow, Sharon, I had no idea.
Flashes and memories.
No wonder why we get so tired out. If you're working at night.
Yeah. I've had mornings where I've just been exhausted. Like I ran a marathon at night,
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't that long ago either.
Right.
Okay, I've gotten this. Is there a message? Something. Legends. Learn from those who inspire you. I don't know why I pulled that's twice. I thought the first time, no, that can't be it.
Uh-huh. And they pulled it again? Yeah.
So for some reason, somebody needs to hear that.
So maybe there's somebody up there that does inspire her that she will recognize.
Mm-hmm. And she's learning from. Yeah.
Sharon, I get the I am presence, which is fabulous for you. And it says light body activation and accessing the divine wisdom. Look at that. So I do think so. I think you will remember. But look at the outline of, can you see in the outline of the light in the middle? It looks as though it's an angel with wings around it, all in light. So, yeah. Wow. Interesting.
Work on a triangular craft at night. Let's see here.
Okay. Oh, you go there in your light body. Well, that makes sense, Sharon. Okay.
I got the 8 of chalices.
Oh.
You go in there to learn. You're studying.
Yep.
See the books. Yeah.
Yep. Maybe once she learns everything she has to learn, she'll be able to recognize other people around her. But right now, she has to be more dedicated to what it is that she's got to do.
Well, yeah, and she could very well have an important role here on Earth with this paradigm that we're in.
Could be.
The shifting and all that, and you may be a great help to your neighbors and friends and family about that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Rossi, may I have a message from Spirit Guides? All right, so if you're still here, Celtic Seer, Aaron, and Amanda, and Sonia, we'll try to read for you, but we can't take any more because,
Yeah.
It's a long day. It's a long day.
Okay. Message from Spirit Guides. Oh, I got unicorn.
Ooh, beautiful.
Invite serendipity.
Oh, I love that word.
Yep, there you go, Rossi. Yeah. All right.
And I get the heart of source, all-encompassing love and unconditional acceptance and serenity.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, sit and bathe in it, Rossi, when you get the opportunity to. I don't know that we be enough. We do too much. So we have to start to be a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Celtic Seer. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I'll make sure that we answer it for the collective. Okay, so this is for the collective.
Okay.
What message does Capricorn on Monday have to say?
Sorry, message.
I'm pulling 3 on this one.
Okay. Ooh, okay. All right, I like the first one there. I'm gonna pull 3 also.
Is that the Om sign on your head? On your thing on your?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
The OM. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Doing good. How you doing? You got your 3 cards?
I got my 3. Yeah. First thing I get is balance. It's important for us to balance whatever it is that's out of balance. You know what? This is a constant message, and I, as a Libra, live it anyway. But everybody needs to make sure they stay in balance because everything's in balance. But this also saying have patience. There's going to be some things that are trying that may happen that you won't like very much. So have some patience and simply let go. Let go and just take in what you can and don't worry about it.
Yep.
How about you?
I have self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly. Solo. It's got to be solo. Don't be, my eyes. Don't be afraid to fly solo.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes.
Self-reliance, followed by opportunity knocks. Go for it. And then the unicorn comes up again. Invite serendipity. Yeah.
Very cool. That serendipity is, I love it. I do.
Yeah.
It's serendipity and is a little bit different than synchronicity, but it's also a lot the same. It's kind of like the same
it's
type
when
of
the magic appears.
It's the magic. That's right. And allow it to
magic.
Yeah, it is. Maybe you can help Amanda with this one because I don't have any cards that would really tell her this. I don't know if you do. What is her particular star system? Do you have those cards?
Yep, I got them sitting by right here.
Oh, excellent.
Right
all right.
Okay.
So I hope Amanda's still here.
Yeah, this is the ET experiencer. If she's not, she'll get it on the replay.
That's true.
You can check it out on the replay too. I know Annie Bear couldn't be here. She's got family today, and she's going to be watching on the replay.
Good. Annie Bear needs to contact me so she can come on my show. So if she's watching this, Annie Bear, please come on. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, I love her writings. Oh,
she's just a sweetheart. She definitely is.
She's got such a gift.
Bye, Starhawk. Thanks for coming and spending time with us.
My ET connectional. I've got multi-dimensional. You perceive beyond this dimension. Man, that's powerful. That is very powerful.
That is powerful, Amanda. Yeah.
You're very powerful, Amanda. You perceive do you want me to let me check the book?
So do you think that also says that she's multidimensional, so she's lived on more than one planet, is what that's okay.
Well, in more than one dimension.
And more than one dimension.
Yeah, because it's multi-dimensional. So I would say
hi, Jill.
Let's see, this is I think this one's in the back of the book. Hold on just a second here. Get everybody all It's not popping out for me. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I still think that's an answer.
Yeah. We're talking dimensions, and there are many, many dimensions.
You are an old soul, Amanda Carroll, interdimensional soul.
Yeah, you are.
I know. It is wonderful. It is. Okay, so we have Erin. She dreamed of a crystal cave with a pool of liquid mercury in the center. Has anyone else been there? And is there any significance to it?
Crystal cave with a pool of liquid mercury. Well, there are crystal caves on this planet. I've seen them. They've been filmed. And the liquid mercury, now that reminds me of China. They had a thing about what was it? It was one of the old rulers. They had a mercury pool there.
Wouldn't that kill them though?
I mean, yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, the Romans, they were drinking water with lead in it,
Well, they were sitting on toilets and stuff with lead, so I do understand. Yeah. Oh, Mexico has a crystal cave, Rossi says. Cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, you have to wear oxygen, or you can only be in there a short period of time in those crystal caves, from what I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. She said she kept trying to steal a crystal and she woke up frustrated. That's really cool. But because crystals have information in them. And so you were actually trying to get more information as to where you were and so on. And so, that's really
exactly.
Else. Oh, Sharon, you visited a crystalline planet once. That's cool.
Oh. Yeah, that's neat.
That is neat.
I'll get into gear and get my place together soon. He's really tough.
I have to tell you, everybody's feeling this energy is draining and difficult for us, but
it has been.
It has been.
Yeah, I've had the last 3 weeks have been, evidently I've been under some kind of attack. Spiritually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's local. And I could feel the energy, just wasn't right and stuff. And then I actually had spirit, led me to 2 readers I had never heard before. And then one that was just pretty new that I tapped in, and all three of them were talking about it. And they
really,
there's 3 of them.
I
mean, not just the readers, but from where this is coming from.
Oh, okay.
And I
know.
Do
you think this is from them? Somebody maybe watching YouTube, or you don't know? No.
Okay. It's just in this little community here. It's
I see. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I knew it was a little problem, but I didn't realize how devoted they were to it.
Understood. Understood. It does happen in small towns if they don't. And that's why my husband steers from saying anything in the small town he's in. So I understand. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, though. That's no good.
Yeah, it'll pass.
So here's what I get, and I think this is pretty interesting, Sonia. I get the karmic board clearing, that you are clearing energetically and rewriting your own story so that you can live your truth as it should be lived. And so no wonder you're feeling heavy, because karmic energy can be good and it can be bad. It can be either, but you can also bring it from the past into this life. That karma could come in from that past life or an ancestral line. So once you get this thing cleared and get that sort of freed up, I think that you will be able to get yourself together a little bit more. And I think we're all feeling, there's a difference between feeling grounded and feeling pulled down, pulled. And I think a lot of us are feeling that way. So good. Okay. So just make sure that you give yourself permission to clear it out, let it clear out, and then once it does, you'll feel lighter, I think.
I got the 8 of Wands, and so you're wrapping it up. It's not going to be much longer, and you get through.
There you go.
So that's good.
Yeah, awesome. So
I've been tearing my place apart. I've moved everything.
I love doing that. I love changing that energy around. I just do. It gets stuck.
I have to.
I understand. I totally understand. Yep.
Totally. How are we doing?
Well, we got all our questions answered, and we're at 104. So I guess we're done for the day, but you're the boss here, so you tell us. If anything else you want to say, or
thank you, everybody, And please like, subscribe.
Please like and subscribe. That's right.
Both channels. Yes. That will help us immensely. And thank you so much for showing up. I just really appreciate it. I know Aley does too. And
I do.
I look forward to some more in the future,
Absolutely.
Let me know and I hope to have Annie Bear on myself too. I did mention that to her also.
Good. Yeah, no, she's got wonderful energy and just a beautiful person. And so
she is.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Thank you for inviting me, especially to your special day.
Aley.
And you're welcome, dear. You're welcome. We're getting you there. We're getting you there. You're coming along well. You are. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody.
Well, thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.